What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black, coming back once again to talk about this video that came across my timeline from the Talking Vols, from Boogie Bentley, Boogie Brody, Boogie Man, Boogie Down Production, whatever his name is. He somehow convinced himself that Tennessee is the real wide receiver U. Somebody tell me how he came to that conclusion, because the argument that he making don't make no sense. He came to that conclusion because Josh Heupel had 5 wide receivers in the last 3 drafts to get drafted. Mind you, none of them was a first-round pick. None of them was a second-round pick. And 3 of those guys came from UCF. So if he want to take credit for UCF, then you go right ahead, Mr. Boogie Down Production. But hey, it is what it is. You made the argument to fit your narrative. You know, Josh Heupel has been a head coach for 5 years, but you cut the first 2 off. I wonder why. But anyway, and the 3 guys that he had drafted from UCF, they was not top tier players. One went in the 3rd round, one went in the 4th, the other one went in the 7th. And neither one of them has did nothing in the NFL. Velus Jones Jr., who was the 3rd round pick, he got 7 receptions for 107 yards. Jacob Harris, who was the 4th round pick, got 1 reception for 6 yards. And Trey Nixon, I couldn't even find nothing on him. That's what Josh Heupel sent it to the NFL. Now, for us this year, Jalen Hyatt and Cedric Tillman, maybe they will do something in the NFL better than these guys, but hey, they ain't top tier either. They was 3rd rounders. Come on, guy. And I noticed you only mentioned receivers. What about running backs? What about offensive linemen? What about the quarterback? What about tight ends? What about defensive linemen, linebackers, and defensive backs? What is Josh Heupel doing for them? One position is not the mark of a great head coach. I just want you to know you got to develop everybody. And for you to say, oh yeah, Kirby Smart and Nick Saban, they getting the 5 stars, but what about the 3 stars? What about the 2 stars? Can they develop them? Well, Nick Saban been doing it for a long time, just so you know. And even though Nick Saban, Kirby Smart, Ryan, they get all these 5 stars, you still got to develop the 5 stars, because it's a lot of 5 stars that come through these Power 5 programs and can't see the field. It's a lot of them. You probably wouldn't know that at Tennessee. because y'all get a 5-star, y'all think y'all got a golden gem. That's not so. So it is what it is, man. You can try to hype up Josh Heupel with his fluff ass and Tennessee Volunteers, but the fact of the matter is, and I'm going to continue to tell you, you're bottom of the barrel. That's what you are. So you can continue with that narrative you trying to push. You said you don't care about what happened 17 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever. But at the beginning of your video, you naming Tennessee wide receivers from the 80s and 90s. But you don't care. You only care about the past 3 years. That's it. But like I say, you cut off Josh Heupel's first 2 years of his head coaching career at UCF. I wonder why. Fucking Tennessee. I can't believe this. And you talking about, if you want to go to the NFL, Josh Heupel will get you there. Somehow you convinced yourself of that too. I don't understand it. If you want to go to the NFL, it's through Nick Saban, Kirby Smart, Ryan Day, and I'll even put Dabo Swinney in the mix. It definitely ain't Josh Heupel. I understand you saying you don't care about what happened 17 years ago, because Nick Saban been at Alabama 17 years. You shouldn't care. But the fact of the matter is, Nick Saban, Kirby Smart, Ryan Day, and even Dabo Swinney, They develop elite players, NFL caliber players at historic levels, and they develop them at every position, not just one, not one. So, and then again, mostly a lot of these players that come through those 4 coaches programs is going first round. How many of y'all got going first round? Matter of fact, how many you got going second round? I just naming it that. You had one to go first round this year. But other than that, Josh Heupel is nothing to talk about when it comes to a draft. Tennessee is nothing to talk about when it comes to a draft. And if you want to talk about a wide receiver, and I ain't going to cut it off at 3 years. You want to talk about wide receiver, I can name you some elite wide receivers that came through my Alabama program. Let me just look at it. I can name you a whole damn bunch of them that came through my Alabama Crimson Tide program. Let's just start. We're going to start out with Julio Jones. First round. Started his rookie season in the NFL. Amari Cooper. First round. Starting rookie year in the NFL. Jerry Jeudy. Starting first round first round. Starting his rookie season. Calvin Ridley. First round. Starting his first season in the NFL, his rookie season. Who else? Oh my goodness. Henry Ruggs, first round, starting his first year in the NFL. Yeah, he's not in the NFL now because of a dumb decision he made. But what did he do? First round draft pick, starting his rookie season. I think I named Calvin Ridley. Oh, let's keep on going. Let's go Jalen Waddle. First round, starting his rookie season in the NFL. Devontae Smith, first round, starting his rookie season in the NFL. I can go on and on. I can name running backs, quarterbacks, linebackers, cornerbacks, safety, every position on the field. Defensive lineman and offensive lineman. Can talking balls do that? Hell no. If you want to talk about going over there to Kirby Smart, you can put him, you can put him in the mix. Just what he did from the past 3 years. He done sent 34 players to the draft. 5 defensive players in the first round in 2021. 10 players drafted this season. Well, this draft. 15 players drafted in 2021 draft. Come on, talking balls. Y'all got to do better than this, man. Do you know Nick Saban? He done had double-digit draft picks every draft period every draft period since 2017 except for 2022. 10 and 17. 12 and 18. 10 and 19. 10 and 2020. 10 in 2023. And you come up here talking about 5 wide receivers in 3 years. There's more than one position on the field. Just so you know. Your argument is null and void. I eat bologna. Like I say, I eat bologna, but I ain't eating that damn bologna. Cause you trying to feed us a whole lot of it. Hell no, I ain't eating it. Talking balls. And the thing about it, if you, in the SEC, maybe besides Vanderbilt, in the SEC team can go down some years of drafts and say, hey, we got more draft picks at this position than anybody else. But you got to look deep to do that. You got to look deep. I know you had to look deep for that shit. Because guess what? You can't look at no other position and say this. You can't talk about the whole team and talk about draft picks. So you narrowed it all the way down to a damn micrometer to 3 years to get 5 wide receivers. That's what you did. Mr. Booger Down Production. I don't know. All I know is Boogie. So to me, you Boogie Down production. There it is. But you had to look long and hard to get that argument. I know you did. I know you did. Because guess what? Who is the real wide receiver? You? Certainly not Tennessee. Who is the real running back? You? Certainly not Tennessee. Who is the real DBU? Certainly not Tennessee. Who is the real linebacker? You? Certainly not Tennessee. Who is the real garbage? You? Most definitely Tennessee. I'm damn Tennessee fans, boy. Y'all are something else, man. I tell you, man. Y'all have one good season enough. Y'all think of everything. I mean, Jesus, y'all thinking of everything. Y'all think this shit nobody would think. Hey, let's see how many wide receivers Josh Heupel done had since he been coaching. Okay, he didn't have none his first 2 years. So we gonna go with the last 3 when he had 5 wide receivers drafted. Okay, I got that. Let's see how many running backs he had drafted. Oh, we can't use that. Let's see how many defensive backs he had drafted. Oh, we can't use that. Let's see how many linebackers. Oh, we can't use that. Quarter. Okay, we gonna stick with this 5 wide receivers. Okay, we got it. Man, if you don't get your ass somewhere and go to damn sleep, you need your ass whooped. But it's all right. It's all right, man. Hey, y'all, I'm going to just tell you like I always say, Mr. Boogie Down Production and Talking Ball, keep hope alive. Roll damn tide.